Somebody call the doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we are going to keep going with the Rings of Power. This one is episode 4, The Great Wave. Now, I know episode 3 caught a little bit of heat and it was a little bit slow, but I just got a feeling like, I know I was critical about it, but everything is right there to make a great story. Great visuals. There's obviously a great history with all the literature. I got a feeling things eventually gotta turn around. I got that feeling. So I'm hoping that's the case.
Well, I've had a little bit of time to breathe, and being the eternal optimist that I am hoping the Great Wave is a great wave of energy that takes this show to its full potential and really ropes us in. I'm hoping, guys. I'm really hoping. I'm hanging in there, hanging in strong.
Yep.
I'm still here for it, so we'll see.
Yep. I mean, it makes it first, the first couple episodes are always important. We've seen that with a lot of series where if you don't have those first couple series to really hook people, it can take a minute to get them back.
Yeah, we had some people that kind of felt our sentiments. We had some people like, guys, signed on for 5 seasons. Signed on for 5 seasons. We're 3 episodes in for 5 seasons. Just hey, Oak, just relax.
That was a good point that they had.
Just relax a little bit, Oak. We got 5 seasons. I know you want your world building, but 5 seasons. We're only a few episodes in. Just be patient. So, like I said, I took a deep breath, like some of the people in the comments had said.
Yep.
I'm ready for episode 4.
All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's go.
In this court, we gather to welcome those who will live that future.
These all the royal babies?
Looks like every day the new babies come in. And
Early now.
Ooh, I wonder if we'll get some teases here with some of the babies' names.
Her wisdom, guide thy steps.
Can I have my baby back? Whoa, what's going on there?
That's a lot of water coming. What the heck?
Oh, no.
What'd you guys build on a floodplain? What the heck? This got to be a dream sequence.
It's a dream sequence.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, I was going to say.
Day, Queen Regent.
Elf's mate attacks 4 guildsmen, and Míriel has her up for tea. Chancellor.
Statecraft is the art of attending to small matters as diligently as grand ones.
Just hoping for the predator handshake there.
So as solid as it gets.
We may have a bit of a squall on our hands.
Elf lover!
Guys, drop a comment if the humans and the elves really didn't get along in Tolkien's literature as much as we're seeing here.
Now, one elf, a castaway, could threaten us. My friends, I swear that elven hands will never take Numenor's helm.
She's just a castaway that's hanging out there for a little bit.
She's trying to leave, too.
Drinks all round!
Oh, that's how you get the big pop right there. Free booze.
Isn't a name in the city he doesn't know.
It's impressive.
I was going to say infuriating. You must be the new apprentice. I'm coming. And your name is...
Hey, Arian, plan now.
See ya.
Just leaving. What a great idea.
The man you hold in your dungeons is no common brawler, but the lost heir to the throne of the Southlands. Sauron was once your people's enemy. I call on you to finish the task left undone.
Numenor has chosen another path.
She's got to know something's coming. She had that dream. Can't be burying your head in the
Then
sand.
I have little choice
That never
but to ask
works.
for another. One with Numenor's true ruler, your father.
Oh, snap.
Lady Galadriel, that is quite
And with
enough.
what authority do you speak?
It swept me to this island for a reason, and it will not be quelled by you, Regent.
There you go. I mean, we were waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Tavern brawl.
Sedition.
A couple of notes in that music sounded very reminiscent of the Fellowship of the Ring music from the beginning. Ooh, we get some rope burn doing that.
So, no, there must be some sort of mistake.
Daydreaming.
You're off the sea guard! All three of you!
Oh, he got his boys in trouble too.
I thought the sailmaster would only dismiss me. You just set our whole lives on fire!
What have you ever done but bruise and blubber about your dead mother?
Oh.
Where are you going? Going, staying, what does it matter?
Okay, now we get caught up with our guy here.
Adar.
Wait a minute, he's an elf.
What?
An elf is their leader? Adar seems genuinely attached to his orcs.
Why do the Orcs call you father?
That thing.
You have been told many lies.
Go to the men who've taken refuge in the old watchtower. Deliver to them a message.
You're not even gonna tell me? Okay, I guess I'll wait. Now, guys, am I off base here in thinking that that's living form of Sauron already? Is that what I'm seeing?
I have no idea.
That's what I was asking the folks.
We need expert opinion.
We'll have to cut rations again.
What do we eat?
What's about Waldrig's root cellar? We send a small party into town, grab what we can, quick and quiet.
You're not going down there.
No.
Oh, something's taking out all the sheep.
Yep, that's not good.
I'm heading back. Don't be such a soft belly.
Well, all right, they cleaned up pretty good. I'm not sure how many people they have to feed.
All right, I'll go.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
You want to stay in the light. I want to see how much the sword affected Theo here. I want to see if he's still him or if... Oh! Oh!
What?
He's using his blood to make the blade bigger.
Oh, what?
That's pretty badass.
It's a boy! He hates the hills!
That's a bad spot to be in because if they find you, you got no way out.
Oh, he got out already. Or
he's hiding underwater.
Yeah.
Elves and dwarves working together.
Oh, the dwarves agreed to work on building the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost forgot about this storyline.
You seem unsettled today.
No, I promised myself I wouldn't mention it as your friend.
He was off to mine Quartz Chasm today.
Why would he leave without taking his chiseling axe?
Because the quartz he's mining isn't chiseled. It is pride. Was there anything else he wanted to ask about, dearie?
You just got shut right down.
He's not easily taken in, that elf.
Certainly not. We're making good progress in the old mine.
Oh, busted.
Mine below the mirror.
You know, and again, I don't know enough about the story, but I'm wondering, is that they're referencing Dorne's Deep, where the dwarves dug too deep and they released the Balrog from the movies? I wish I knew more about it.
Drop a comment below.
Rich crone, kiss the stone, polish your gems and go.
Oh, secret knock, of course.
It's always the secret knock.
Kept a spy on me, elf!
What is this place?
You want it for yourself!
Turin, want what?
I need your oath. Never breathe so much as a whisper of what I'm about to tell you to another living soul. Do you swear it, Elrond?
Here we go. In the mountain.
Anything you tell me here will end in my ears alone.
Now, are they actually going to show us? They're going to cut to another scene.
When you or a species might be dearer than gold.
Why not celebrate?
My father has restricted our every efforts.
May I?
Interesting.
Do you call this miracle orb?
You're something like Mithril.
Oh, it's Mithril.
Mithril.
I was close. That's what they made Frodo's armor out of, and all the elven weaponry and stuff. The first one, or from the movies.
Keep it. Token of our friendship.
4 dwarfs down there!
Look at that architecture. Unbelievable.
Floors and goblets.
And here I thought your talents ended at draftsmanship. So how about this? I'll do the floors and you do the goblets, and the last one to finish pays for dinner.
I'm not in the habit of going off with strange young men.
Very wise. If I see any, you'll be the first to know.
Well played, dude. Well played.
I like this guy.
Oh, he didn't skip a beat with that line.
He was ready to go.
You do well to identify what it is that your opponent most fears.
And exploit it.
No. Means of mastering it, so that you can master them. All of a sudden, she throws you in a cell. Why?
I demanded to speak with my father.
Salutations, elves. You are to be shipped back to the elves under armed escort.
Kicking you out of town.
Well, she's getting sent back.
I wouldn't advise that. I can't very well let her leave. I could. I knew exactly where she was going.
You're just gonna leave your partner in the cell?
She seems to be very self-motivated. I understand that she has a lot bigger picture things that she's trying to take care of, but...
Go up the tower to get to the king?
Forgive me.
If you know the full extent of his decline.
Then it is time for truth between us.
I was chosen to rule in his stead. He brought me here.
Oh no, is it gonna be one of those? It is!
Arondir.
Place your hand upon it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that go well.
Looks an awful lot like a 70s bowling ball.
It is Numenor's future you saw.
Oh.
Vision begins with your arrival. That is why tomorrow I will announce that you are gone.
Avoiding this war may be the very thing that brings about your downfall. Choose not the path of fear, but that of faith.
But it is too fine a thread from which to hang a kingdom.
Boy, I thought that was gonna work.
That is a lot of people for one cart of food.
You said they'd be right behind me.
Was he the one who lost him in the first place?
Guy, the food's the last of your worries right now.
No shit, right? He's just got to get home alive.
Oh, jeez, he keeps getting lucky. I really like the way this is shot, though, while we're kind of going along with him. I was gonna say, you ain't made it yet.
Losing your arm won't loosen your lips.
Whoa.
He's supposed to be on his way back to the tower.
To the tower, yep.
This isn't gonna end
She
good.
better not get hit.
Oh, once they get out in the clearing, they should be all right.
Yeah, it should be.
Could they not all just stand at the edge of the tree line and shoot arrows?
Shoot a volley of arrows, huh?
Looks like the mountain in Rocky IV.
Oh, did we lose them?
I think this seems a lot like a funeral service, doesn't it? Oh, wait, no.
You don't think we lost Durin, do you?
Dude, where's Durin?
It was a plea to release the bodies of the miners with breath still inside them.
Okay, so there's just like a cave-in.
They just pulled out the last one, alive.
Your father must be so relieved.
He shut it down. Sometimes I wish I could tell him exactly what I think of him. I'll never trade words with the old goat again!
He really wants that stuff.
He does. Well, I mean, it's like
Think about something as light as silk but stronger than iron.
Yeah, I mean, it's the ultimate material in Middle-earth.
For many years at day's end, I would look up at it, wondering what might he think if he were watching me. One night it struck me that I would be only too happy to hear any judgment. Do not waste what time you have left with yours.
Why is he not moving? Okay. What Elrond said earlier.
Elrond has invited me to go with him.
Intuition's a powerful tonic.
There is something more at work.
Go to Lindon. Find out what.
What's wrong?
That's what we want to know.
That your people may live if you forsake all claim to these lands and swear fealty to him.
Reminds me of the 300.
Yep.
Ask for just one thing. Earth and water. One request. You know what I get.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. These people aren't really making it here anyway as it sits. I mean, there's nothing there for them. They've made sure of that.
Wait, so now it's short again?
You don't take it, just like you took that hilt. Come off it, lad.
Oh, he's got it too.
Yeah.
There's no sword. There's a power that is to you and me, lad, to be ready. You save your strength.
We found it.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be a bigger ship.
Well, they got to take her out to it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're sailing anywhere than that.
Well, where's Halbrand?
He's still locked up, apparently.
Leaving him locked up? Guy who gave you the best advice you've ever heard?
I like seeing the old boats. I think the design is pretty cool. Even like how they have the oars. They don't have your traditional mounts, just two posts. Keep that in mind if you ever need to build yourself a boat. I'm serious. Just two vertical posts.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You can work an oar in that. Look at that.
A lot easier. He knows what's up, though. He's not comfortable with this.
Sure has some nice hair. I'll give him that.
A+. Shedding its leaves.
Was that the beginning of her vision?
I think so. Apparently that's not good. I'm trying to remember from the Return of the King.
There is a fateful hour, an hour of judgment, in which each of us must decide who we shall be.
Huh. She's gonna rally him.
I've decided to personally escort the elf back to Middle-earth to aid our mortal brethren who are now besieged in the Southlands.
Who is willing to commit themselves to our Queen Regent's protection?
This is destiny.
Step forward and make yourself known.
I will serve.
I will serve.
I will serve.
We're getting paid, right?
Did you guys get paid for this?
All right, folks, there it was. Episode 4. And I gotta say, that was the episode I feel like a lot of us have been waiting for. You know, it really set things in motion. I think we're getting more comfortable with the characters now a little bit. I think maybe before, and I'm guilty of this too, maybe I was comparing a lot of our characters to what we saw in the Peter Jackson movies. And it's the thing that's frustrating that I was thinking about was that I almost wish I didn't know what I knew about Middle-earth, because I feel like I know just enough to sit and ask questions every time something happens or a new character comes up, or, you know, with the leaves coming off the tree, or when they found the Mithril in the cave. I almost wish I didn't know is the little bit that I do know. I wish I didn't know it so that I wouldn't have so many questions, but maybe that'll all be answered. And of course, maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. But overall, I felt this episode was easily the best that we have seen so far. A lot of things going on. The wheels are in motion. We did stay away from the Harfoot story, and for lack of a better word, the Starman is what I'm going to call him. We didn't see anything on that. All we know from the last episode is that they were on their journey, so nothing out of them this time around. But the alliance between the elves and men is seeming to happen again, and I don't know what's going on with Adar, I think is how you say his name, the guy who looks like he at one point was an elf, fallen elf or something like that. If you guys could help out in the comments on that one, that'd be great, because I don't know if I'm looking at Sauron or if these guys are all still working for Sauron. I'm guessing that's probably what it is. I don't think we're going to get the big reveal of him quite yet, but you know, this was definitely a step in the right direction, and I like where things are going.
It didn't shoot to the moon for me. There wasn't like this epic battle. As somebody had said in the comments below on the last video that we mentioned in the preview, 5 seasons. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting like things to be epic this episode, but it felt a lot less slow than the first 3. So I will agree with you on the sentiment that this, to me, was the best episode so far. It didn't really have a lot of action, but it felt like it felt like it had more purpose, if that makes sense. Like the first 3 episodes just seemed so vague to me. Like, where are we going with this? And maybe they were all just introductory episodes. But man, if you guys saw our reviews, I wasn't crazy about the first 3. This one I felt like it, like I said, it started to go somewhere. I liked the story with Elrond is back with Durin. Elrond? No. Elrond.
Elrond's back.
Elrond's back with Durin.
And what a great moment they had. Advice.
And with the son, with the father, I think that was a really great piece. I liked that Galadriel and the Queen finally got somewhere. So this episode, I'm not going to say it was great, but it definitely felt like it had a lot more substance than the previous 3. And in fact, I'll go as far to say like this felt like it had more substance than the first 3 combined. Again, the first 3, you can call it world building, you can call it character introduction, but it just felt like it was all over the place. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with that? And this was really, for me, the first episode that we got, like, felt like it was purpose driven. And now I'm looking at the next episode and saying, okay, like, where is this going to take us? How is this going to play off of this? As opposed to the last 3 where I'm like, God, I just hope the next episode isn't just boring. So I'm still going to be like a little like hesitant. I almost have more worries now that like the next episode is going to like go back to like 1 through 3. Like, I felt like we were going in the right direction, but I do definitely feel like we're going a little bit in the right direction. You guys know we're in this for the long haul, so I'm really hoping that the next episode, episode 5, builds off this momentum a little bit. Because now if we can get a couple episodes in a row where things really start getting tied in together and start getting good, then I think it builds a lot of confidence in the viewers. And you look back at the first 3 episodes like, okay, they were just getting things started and we're going to forget about those. And it almost like, and I'll go back to Potter. For those of you who are joining in that were fans of Lord of the Rings that saw those movies, or you're just joining because you like Rings of Power, we watched all 8 of the Harry Potter movies and did a bunch of other Potter content. In the first couple of Potters, I was like, oh my God, this is the worst. And I shouldn't say that. I thought they were good kids movies with good lessons, but I thought they were very much like kids movies. Wasn't really into it. And it wasn't until we got later in the movies that I kind of had the understanding that the first couple of Potter movies weren't bad movies at all. Quite the opposite. They were just the start of this, coming of age story when they were children. And so now I look at the beginning Potters like in a totally different light. And it was the same thing with the
Lord of the Rings, the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, and even Lord of the Rings. And I know I've got a little heat on this channel. People are like, well, the Oak always hates stuff at first, and it's like, well, yes and no. Like, I have to be honest with people, like, for how I feel about a first movie, and I know they're always part of a bigger story, but you're putting out a product for somebody to react to. So if I'm not crazy about the first one, then I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, because I think that's part of what we do here. So I did like really feel like this episode, like I said, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, this was the one we're waiting for. But again, it felt like it had substance, felt like it had purpose, and now it puts me in a lot better place as far as having some anticipation for the next episode.
Absolutely. Yeah, it really, really kind of turned the corner, I want to say, and kind of, piqued my interest now. Like I said, things are in motion now. We're getting more comfortable with our characters. We kind of know people. We're seeing different relationships kind of play out, getting some more information on those. So I really like that. And I was thinking about that today, knowing that we were going to be doing this one. I was just kind of frustrated with it, I think, more than anything, because when somebody says to you, if there's a show you haven't watched, like, oh, it's a great show, but you got to give it a chance. You got to get past the first season or whatever.
They let you know.
It's like, no, I don't want a homework assignment. All right. I don't want a job to have to watch a show. And I'll go back again to The Walking Dead, where, man, episode 1-1, first episode, first season, that hooks you and does not let go. And And if a show doesn't do that to me right away, it's really hard for me to invest my time and energy in that, knowing that I have to get past something. I'll even say that with, Sons of Anarchy. I didn't really enjoy till I think the 3rd season when they got back from Ireland. So I don't want to get too far off track with other shows or anything, but I really feel like this is turning the corner now. And I do wonder if it would be different if this was a show that was released the way Netflix does, where it just gave you all 8 episodes right off the rip. And I wonder if it would be different if we could watch them all back to back and not have to wait.
That's a really good point, and I haven't thought of it, and I haven't seen anybody comment it at all. Like with the way Netflix releases them, you could have a couple of slow shows, but if you're a binger like I am, you're not. If you can binge 8 episodes or 10 episodes, you're not going to get through 3 and be like, whatever. Especially with a story like this, you're going to binge them, and it's only a matter of maybe a couple days, maybe a week or 2 until you've burned through all the episodes.
Yeah.
I got to be perfectly honest. Had they released all 8 of these episodes in one day, I would have had this done in one day. It would have been a Saturday.
Yeah.
Would have put the other things off, or maybe a weekend. Maybe not in one day, but it's certainly a weekend.
Yep.
And then you don't have this wait and see kind of thing. You can get through the entire story and say it started off slow, but because they release them the way they do, it definitely feels like it's dragging out. When we came into it with so many uncertainties, because you were excited about new Middle-earth content. You had all the crazy ups and downs as far as people's reviews, early reviews. We had the cinematic trailers that came out that just showed us incredible visuals. So it's been a pretty weird ride so far for the first 4 episodes, from unknown excitement, I'll say, to okay, the first episode was slow, second episode was slow, come on already with the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
And now again it finally feels like, okay, we're headed in the right direction. And I really hope, I want this to be good.
Oh,
right?
of course.
I haven't read the books.
Yep.
I don't have any preconceived notions about the stories like some of the hardcore fans. So I really want this to be good. And I think that's I think some of the Tolkien purists, they just want this to bomb because I feel like that way. I feel like they want it to bomb so they could say, oh, you shouldn't have messed with our story. And I understand, okay? I made the mistake of talking to my brother earlier on today about this story and oh my God. But I want to enjoy this. I really do. So I'm not a purist who's mad about the story or new characters or even the timeline. Oh, this person and this person didn't exist together in the Tolkien timeline. I just want to be entertained. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to stay optimistic. We're going to give it another chance. And as you know, we'll be back for episode 5.
Yep.
So.
That's right. Things are headed in the right direction in Middle-earth, and the Oak and I are here along with you for the whole journey. So I got a good feeling, guys. This was a good indication.
I do too.
And like I said, I really wonder if we're not so spoiled by being able to, with a lot of these series, binge them all the way through and watch everything in a weekend and not having to wait for certain release dates. So I don't know if maybe that affects it or not. Why don't you guys drop a comment if you feel maybe the same way. But this is going to wrap up the review. So for the Appleton Oak, I'm Mason Quinn. This has been Bad Medicine, and we're going to see you next time with more Rings of Power.